of the faculty, staff, and students at the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Shelbyville, it is my honor to welcome you tonight to our Fall 2019 graduation. This event is the culmination of hundreds of hours of classroom, lab, and on-the-job experiences to develop the best prospective employees for industries in our community and throughout our state. Before us tonight are 91 graduates participating in our graduation ceremony. These are part of a special group of 214 invited to participate, but because of work or family obligations, were unable to join us. We are the first to understand that work schedules do conflict with school events. However, for those of you that are here tonight, our graduates, please let me be the first to congratulate you. I ask each of you to join me in applause in congratulating our graduates. Well, the educator in me would be remiss if I didn't allow each of you to leave tonight with a little piece of information and knowledge to go home with you. So I want to reflect on an event that happened 50 years ago today, December 5th, 1969. And it had a huge impact on our lives as we know it today. On this date, 50 years ago, the four-node network known as ARPANET was established by a team of 4 programmers at the Stanford Research Institute, University of California, Los Angeles, University of California, Santa Barbara, and the University of Utah School of Computing. ARPANET stands for Advanced Research Projects Agency Network and was an early packet switching network and the first network to implement the TCP/IP protocol suite. Where are my ITIM graduates? Y'all all know that terminology very well, I'm sure. So both technologies became the technical foundations of what we know as the Internet. These programmers actually began the project back on October 29th, 1969, when they sent the word login. And it was attempted to be sent through the UCLA and Stanford systems, so it crashed the system. About an hour later, they tried it again, and the letters LO made it. So after this success, the links were successful in making the 4-node network. So why is this important to our event tonight? Like the programmers who established the ARPANET, our graduates did not give up. When it got tough, when their projects got tough, when their exams got hard, they did not give up. So how fitting is it for us to have this graduation ceremony tonight as y'all are all receiving your technical diplomas on the 50th anniversary of the establishment of the first Internet. Tonight, our graduates are poised to enter the workforce where the skills each have learned in their respective programs will make each of them an excellent employee. These graduates, just like the programmers 50 years ago who sent the word login across a primitive version of the Internet, of which now I know I have an addiction to, and so many others do as well. You all are going to be amazing at your new careers. So at this time, I'd like to take the opportunity to thank some individuals, especially our graduation committee. Those would be Brittany Holman, Jennifer Wright, Leslie Martin, Natalie Austin, Norma Barnett, Steve Mallard, Mike Miller, Melody Terry, Bob Schwarzentrover, Jim Potts, Donna Clark, and Lori Schatz. In addition, I'd like to thank our singer tonight, who's going to do a beautiful rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, Miss Gina Brandon, and the facility that we're in tonight, Shelbyville Central High School, for the use of their facility. Last, but certainly not least, I want to thank those sitting behind me, our fantastic faculty. They are indeed rock stars at what they do. They share their talents, skills, passions, for the skilled trades with each of our students day in and day out. For this, I'm grateful, we are grateful, and acknowledge that tonight would not be possible without them. So please join me in a round of applause for our faculty. Approximately 54 years ago, our institution held its first graduation ceremony. Maybe not as formal as the one tonight, but nonetheless, students completed programs and were hired for in-demand positions. These same students, just like the ones tonight, felt relief, happiness, pride, elation, but probably some sadness too. This sadness comes from knowing that another chapter of their lives has concluded, or that they may not see each other again. This is because our students develop lifelong friends in our programs with our faculty, staff, and students. These friends are some of their biggest champions. But see, speaking of champions, I see that this auditorium is full of spouses, sisters, brothers, mothers, fathers, grandparents, children, significant others. And we understand the sacrifice that each one of you have made as well with sharing your graduate with us while they've been with us. So graduates, would you please stand and thank your champions? With a round of applause. Turn around. All right. So at this time, I'm going to get y'all to stand again. Will everyone please stand? You didn't know you was going to get your exercise in tonight, did you? So please stand for a moment of silence and the pledge by our Student Government President, Mr. Travis Smith, followed by the singing of our national anthem by Ms. Gina Brandon.
Please join me in a moment of silence. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. You may be seated. Our guest speaker tonight is Mike Krause. He serves as the Executive Director of the Tennessee Higher Education Commission and Tennessee Student Assistance Corporation. Prior to assuming this role, Mike served as the founding Executive Director of the Tennessee Promise and Drive to 55, where he coordinated the launch of the nation's first free community college program and an array of other programs focused on increasing state higher education attainment. During the Tennessee Promise launch, he led work to build an entirely new outreach structure for 74,000 high school students and prepare a financial aid pipeline to support disbursement of over $33 million annually. Previously, Mike served as the Assistant Executive Director of the Tennessee Higher Education Commission. His work at the Commission focused on reducing the need for math remediation at community colleges, enhancing access to higher education via technology, and bridging the gaps between K-12 and post-secondary education. Mike also served for 8 years in the U.S. Army. Thank you for your service. And Tennessee Army National Guard, where he completed 3 combat tours with the 101st Airborne Division and was awarded the Bronze Star Medal during Operation Iraqi Freedom. An 8th-generation Tennessean, Mike earned his bachelor's degree from Austin Peay State University and master's in public policy from Vanderbilt University. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Mike Krause.
The good news for everybody here tonight is that giving commencement speeches is part of my job, and I've become tired of my own speeches. And so they are getting really short. And it's going to be incredibly short tonight because the reality is nobody here is here to hear me talk. We're here tonight to honor these graduates, to honor the families that supported them through this. So I will be very brief. I do want to take a moment to recognize President Monks. She is a colleague and a friend that her passion to serve you all and to work with her faculty is evident. She exudes that. We're lucky to have her in this state. We're really lucky to have her down here in Shelbyville. And so I just want to thank her and the entire faculty now for the role they've played in your success. So please join me. My favorite part about being here tonight is I got to torture my Floridian wife with my pronunciation of Shelbyville. And I've tried to explain to her, as you all know the correct pronunciation, so thank you for giving me that chance. What I want to say to you guys more than anything is that whether you realize it or not, you've beaten the odds. So in Tennessee, 61% of our state has not sat where you're sitting tonight. So the fact you're about to become a college graduate, and make no mistake about it, you all are college graduates. Thank you. Yes. There's a very dangerous notion, I think, sometimes in our country that a technical college degree is somehow not college, and I vigorously respond to that typically by talking about unemployed bachelor's degree people. You all are not going to have that problem, as you know. So by beating the odds, you guys join a different statistical group. And as I've watched commencement speeches throughout my career, most of them very bad, the main mistake commencement speakers make is they talk about themselves, and I'm not going to do that. I will talk about my dad, though, because the story of his path to becoming a college graduate is important. Like many of you, who here in this audience of our graduates have children? Who here is a parent? My dad went back to college when I was a kid. I watched my dad get out of the Navy and go to college. That left an incredible mark on me. First, I saw how hard my dad worked, going to college but also working. I saw he was studying engineering. I saw how hard he had to study to make it through engineering. And I learned a lot from that. First, I learned don't major in engineering. It's very hard. You should major in political science if you can. But the thing I really learned is this interesting thing happens in our life when we become parents. So when you're a kid, you want to make your parents proud, right? But when you're a parent, what do you want to do? you want to make your kids proud. And nothing will make, those of you that raised your hands, nothing will make your children prouder than the accomplishment that you are logging tonight. There are graduates here today who have prevailed against huge challenges, and I want to recognize a couple of them because the most important story here tonight is your story. Dawn Varney, are you here? Sorry, about to embarrass you. Dawn is retired from the Air Force. Thank you for your service. She's a single mother to 6 children. Exactly. It's way harder than the Air Force. And she was selected as our state's first ever technical college student of the year. And just to give you all some perspective, there's 27 technical colleges in Tennessee. And Dawn from Shelbyville was the one selected to represent this college statewide. Donna Rieger, you here, Donna? Sorry, it's your turn. We need to take the story I'm about to tell you and put it on the road, Donna, because, yeah, it's getting to me. Who here has wanted to graduate from college so bad that when their car broke down, they walked? That's what Donna did. She knew that for her children, she needed to graduate. And so against all odds, she did. And she's here tonight. And the thing I take from Donna's story more than anything is that when you've got faculty that are willing to support you, nothing, whether it's a tough family situation or a broken down car, will stop you from sitting right where Donna is sitting tonight. She is graduating tonight as a medical administrative assistant. She has a job she already loves, and TCAT Shelbyville, I think, was the vehicle for her to achieve that goal. Congratulations. Those stories embody all of the stories that we're going to get to recognize tonight. The reality is you all sitting here represent the best of a state that I love dearly here in Tennessee. And so my request to you all is this. We hear in the book of Luke that to whom much is given, much is expected. And when you walk across the stage with one of these college degrees, when you come off that stage, you will have been given something very significant. I would ask that you think about the person in your life who needs to be sitting where you're sitting. And you know who they are. There's somebody, maybe family, maybe friends. Bring them along. Show them what a TCAT degree does for your life and encourage them. And let's get them sitting in the exact same seat that you're in tonight. Congratulations, and thank you all for letting me be a part of this.
Thank you, Mr. Krause. Administrative Office Technology, instructed by Dr. Gwen Bean. Yu Chin Lovejoy. Brittany Lachey Lowe. Shelby Paige McKinney. Ramona Elizabeth Mahia. Jalissa Morales Del Rio. Carissa Malia Price. Donna Marie Rieger. Melanie Ann Reiner. Chelsea Marie Simmons. Automotive Technology, instructed by Bob Swartzentrober. Joshua Carlton Brown. Austin Meeks Hill. Roberto Antonio Villegas. Andrew Blake Vinson. Timothy Ryan Weir. Collision Repair Technology, instructed by Eric Brown. Alicia Justice Anderson. Andreas Fernando Jimenez. Heath Olin Jeffries. Mitchell Reese Rowland. Arturo Reese Robelis. Logan Bishop McCann. Computer-aided design technology, instructed by Dwayne Green. Brandon Christopher Bradshaw. Kristen Elizabeth Coates. William Kenneth Gallion. Jonathan J. Phillips. David Reed Sisk. Heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration, instructed by Brian Lewis. Dylan Daniel Bauer. Josue Lozano. Dylan Cole Vickers. Industrial Electricity, instructed by Shannon Long. Henry Cardenas. Jonathan Robert Daltrey. Joseph Brian Tompkins. Dawn Marie Barney. Industrial Maintenance Automation Shelbyville, instructed by Butch Arnold, Jeremy Goki, and Sean Mason, presenting Sean Mason. Makaja Gold. Khalif S. Hickerson. Ranfiri Palacios. Colton Tanner Stevens. Industrial Maintenance Automation, Middle Tennessee Education Center, instructed by Chris Cantrell. Carl Ralph Crowell. Industrial Maintenance Automation Shelbyville Knights, instructed by Butch Arnold and Chris Cantrell, presenting Chris Cantrell. Troy Ryan McGee. Jonathan Lee Smith. James Harry Stevens, Jr. Industrial Maintenance Automation, University of Tennessee Space Institute, instructed by Randy Edens. William Clarence Arthur, Jr. Industrial Maintenance Automation Winchester, instructed by Jared Hale. Jonathan Samuel Feemster. Sager Freyhart Gibson. Clayton Powers Johnson. Daniel Patrick Shields. Trevor James Isbell. Information Technology and Infrastructure Management, instructed by Steve Mallard and Mike Miller. Dakota Atkins. Dylan Lee Bradford. William Eric Guffey. Alejandra Hernandez. Leonardo Hernandez. Fatima Juarez. Stephen Leo Macon Moore. Robert Wesley Needham. Asamar Perez. Caleb N. Scheidner. Ryan Taylor Sauer. Kel Shane Stevens. Information Technology and Infrastructure Management, Shelbyville, Middle Tennessee Education Center, instructed by Steve Mallard and Mike Miller. Alejandro Aurelia. Michael Gunnar Claxton. Information Technology and Infrastructure Management, Shelbyville Knights, instructed by Steve Mallard. James Thamar Cochran. Lance Roy Jones. Machine Tool Technology, instructed by Ricky John, presented by Tim Holder. Max Eric Gessler. Sinai Lopez Escobar. Jonathan Andrew McElhaney. Machine Tool Technology Knights, instructed by Trey Sales, presented by Tim Holder. Ethan Grant Dillon. Demetrius Bernard Hill. Patient Care Technology Medical Assisting, instructed by Connie Messer. Joanne Marie Edie. Holly Jean Foster. Tamika Vielle Harper. Mary Elizabeth Tapley. James David Stovall. Welding Technology, instructed by Tim Holder. Evan William Brown. Harley Michelle Ferris. Ronald Christian Frazier. Justin I. Gilstrap. Brandon Lee Mesquinez. Noah Dale Reuter. Sam Isaac Sinquill. Computer-aided design technology instructed by Dwayne Green. Honorary diploma for Anthony Eugene Peters, accepted by Stephen Peters. Welding technology instructed by Tim Holder. Honorary diploma for Michael Chase Cozart, accepted by Teresa Cozart.
Graduates, keep standing. Just one more thing, one more thing. Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Shelbyville, and by the authority of the Tennessee Board of Regents and our Chancellor, Dr. Flora Tidings, I confer upon each of you these diplomas and certificates with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto belonging. Please join me in congratulating these fine graduates of the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, Shelbyville. Okay, graduates, you may move your tassel.